Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. It's late now, but I will try to keep this one short. I just wanted to talk a little bit about insights I got today. I was at like this event for the church or something. They were going out to walk in the park and silent walk or something. It was my first time. And then they stop here and there, and then they spoke about the theme of the day, and that was like freedom. What is freedom? And it was very nice. It was silent and calm and time for reflections, and it was nice hearing what everyone thought about freedom. And I have lots of thoughts about freedom. For me, freedom is, I realized freedom for me is when I released the shadows, because they were the one keeping me most hostage, the darkness. And I have spent years releasing shadows, releasing anxieties, negative mindsets, and bad self esteem, and everything like that. And I have released a lot. And when I look back on my journey, I see I have done an amazing journey. I am finally living my authentic self. I am free. That is actually what I feel. I am free. Yes, there are still things to do. I still am a part of a society where we have our must do's. We need the money and everything like that. But I have been able to release the stress about it, at least somewhat. I have released family, friends, people that I love, because they couldn't accept me for who I am. And it was needed. I know this. Sometimes it is needed. Sometimes you need to let go of what is not for you anymore. And with that said, I do. My mom is very important for me and I want her in my life. But for this time being, I need to be on my own. Because this is a journey that neither one in my family can understand. I'm going to rise now. It's my time to rise. And it is all about, I have found my true self. I have found my voice. I have found who I actually am. And yes, I am still stumbling around in the dark from time to time. I have closed the cycle, and it closed with releasing my family. Now I'm in the waiting room, waiting for universe to open the next doors for me for the new cycle, the new start, the rising, the ascending. And it has been some dark moments. I mean, I know I am to help other people, guide them through this, but I'm still on my journey also. So I am going to talk a little bit more about it in that videos. Like I said, I will do an online course or whatever series. But I am still on that journey also, and I think many can relate. But I have realized that for me, freedom is when I release my shadows, when I don't have my anxieties and my negative mindset and my lack mindset, most of all, thinking I'm not good enough, I don't have that, so I can't do that, and all of that. That is what has been locking me in and held me like in a cage more than anything else. And I'm still fighting that darkness sometimes, but mostly it's gone in a sense. And yesterday I saw a reading, and I heard a lady say, "You have healed, you have closed the cycle, and you are waiting now. But you don't realize that you have the keys yourself." And that is actually fun. It was a YouTube video. But always when I open YouTube, the first video I see there is the one universe wants me to see. So it is like she's talking to me. And this is exactly where I am. So when the night came yesterday, I always pay gratitude, say goodnight to universe, being grateful and thankful for even the smallest things. I have a discussion with them, and we are on the same page now, somewhat. They still are a little bit vague with certain things, and I know that they need to be, because I can't know everything. Then I won't learn, then I won't grow, then I won't do it on my own, because then they will give me like the right answers. So I know that certain things are not for them to tell me, but for me to like experience and do with my choices and opportunities that come on my path. But still, I told universe, I realized after seeing this video that I have done the healing. So why am I still standing here in this little dark waiting place, not really knowing how to move forward because nothing happens? And I was a little bit, emotional, because I feel universe with me a lot. Cora is with me always. And I have come to the realization that I can never distrust the process, because I can't distrust Cora. She's with me always. Sometimes I don't agree with their decisions and everything, but it's fine. I always know that it's for our highest best, their decisions. We don't always like it, but it is always for the higher best, because they see a whole other picture than we do. And I told universe, I am in this waiting hall. I have closed this door to the other chapter. The old cycle, it's closed. So why? I think you need to help me a little bit, I told them. Because at the moment it feels like I'm standing in the dark, and I know I'm not alone. Universe is with me always. My guides are with me always. Cora doesn't take her eyes off me. And I said, but as long as I'm standing here in this waiting hall of yours, waiting for the doors to open to the next cycle where things can start happening, of course the darkness will come back in, because I still don't have a job. I still don't have any stability, or it is not easy. And I said, this waiting, I know nothing, and I'm just standing here, and the same thing happens day after day, and that is like nothing. So I said, give me something to do, please. It doesn't have to be much, but a little bit. Or let me in and tell me something, so I have something to look forward to. And I actually do think, as the girl in the YouTube video said, there is spirit guides who are coming down to take your hand and lead you through the gates, because you can't find them, she said. And it's true. And I said, yeah, maybe higher self, you have to send down Cora to me so she can take my hand and lead me through, because even if I'm still waiting, I deserve to wait with the gates open to know where they are, because I feel lost in the dark here. And that is when the darkness comes back. It is when I have something to do that I'm distracted and not thinking about, impatience, I have to wait for everything, and I still don't have any money, and it's not easy to live in our 3D society without anything on your account. So, and I was a little bit emotional, and I talked to universe and said, can you please give me something? And they did, actually. I fell asleep rather late because the minds were where they were. But just before I woke up, I saw in a dream a man saying to someone, oh, I saw this girl online. She was doing really well, or something like that. And I know about her. And then I saw there was a lot of other things in the scene, but I couldn't see it because I woke up. And then I realized what had happened was universe had given me some insight on what is working behind the veil. I have been told a lot of times that there is someone coming for you, there is a connection, a contact is going to be taken, and this person will offer an opportunity to cooperate with you. And I have seen it in the cards also, so I know it's going to happen. But when you know nothing, it feels like, how long do I need to wait? Because universe timelines are not like ours. The concept of time on planet Earth is different than there. So they gave me that, and I woke up and I was like, oh my God, it's really still going on, because I have manifested, so I need it, to be good. And I felt really good about it. And then later on, I meditated, and I was in this meditation. I go down and I try to release everything in my mind. And when I meditated, I saw, it was like, how to explain it? I saw that there were two gates to a garden opening, and I took steps. There were like 3 steps up, and there was a gate from iron, and one of them was open. And I heard the voice say, the gates are open for you. You can come in the tinier garden now. You are no longer in the waiting hall. And I was so happy. And I was like, oh my God, I'm in the garden. I have gotten the help from universe, as I asked yesterday, to please let me in. And they gave me a little kitchen garden. So that was lovely. I was so happy. I'm not in the waiting hall, this wait hall with like white walls and nothing but a light in the roof, waiting for I don't know what. They have opened the gate. I found the gate to the garden, to the new cycle. And I heard Cora say, it can't be longer than this at the moment, but you are not in the waiting hall anymore, but you are in the garden. So I said to Cora, tonight, when I pay my gratitude or something, we are not going to go sit by the lake anymore, because every night I see myself sitting with Cora by the lake, and I'm resting towards her shoulder, and we are talking, and she's kissing me on the forehead and tell me everything will be fine. This is how we spend our nights, me and Cora. And then she comes and lays beside me, so I feel her. And this is a very lovely way to go to bed, to sleep. To imagine that I'm sitting with dipping my toes in the water and having Cora next to me. And Cora is my second half, my spirit guide, my twin, my everything. And now I told her, tonight, Cora, we are not going to sit by the lake. We are going to sit in the garden and maybe watch if the carrots are growing. Plant some carrots. And she said, I would love that. So that is actually what I'm going to do, like very, very soon. I'm going to bed now. And it is nice. But I wanted to talk about it because the point is, I have felt a little bit lost in this waiting hall. It does even, I know I have universe. We always have our guides, our team, our angels. They are so present, but still we feel lonely at times and lost. However much we have grown, however much awareness we get, there are still those moments, because we are humans. And we have usually rather sensitive mindsets. And yesterday, when I talked to universe, they gave me the dream about the man who is to contact me for a work opportunity or something. And then they gave me the gates to the garden is open. And I went in there. So they listened to me. And that is a little bit of the point with these 15 minutes that I talked about talking to them. Paying gratitude is very important for me. I do it every night, and each and every time I say thank you and that I love them, I can feel Cora holding my heart. I can literally feel her touching my heart, because that is how she shows, without only words, that she's present. And I think that even in the loneliest moments, because we all have them, it is good to try to keep in mind that we are never truly alone, because we have a huge, amazing team, a higher self, angels. They are there watching over us, and everyone can contact them. Not only spiritual people or psychics or something like this, but everyone can connect. We have it in our DNA. It's just that somehow along the path we seem to forget. There is a higher power, and it can be a huge comfort in the lonely moments to know that we are truly never really lonely. There is always someone watching over us. And that is amazing. And I'm in the garden. I'm not in the waiting hall anymore. And tonight I'm going to be in the garden and look at the carrots. Maybe grow some cucumbers with Cora. It's going to be lovely. And the sun is shining. It's going to shine so bright that I will be blinded. Okay, I will stop talking now, but sleep well, everyone. And always know you're awesome. And always know you are never alone. Not truly. There is always someone with you. Take that with you, because it can be a very good comfort on those days where you feel very lost. Okay? Bye.